This weekend's not good for me. I have to work on my script. Yeah, this weekend's not good for me. I have to work on my script.
It was the best of times, it was the blurst of times, it was the best, it was the best, it was the best of times, it was the blurst of times, it was the best, you stupid monkey. It was the best of times, it was the blurst of times, it was the best, it was the best, it was the best of times, it was the blurst of times, it was the best, you stupid monkey. We don't have to be adversaries, Homer.
Why is Mr. Burns being so nice to me?
And if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Wait a minute. Is he coming on to me?
I mean, if I should slip something into your pocket, what's the harm?
My God, he is coming on to me.
After all, negotiations make strange bedfellows. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the best, it was the best, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the best, you stupid monkey. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the best, it was the best, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the best. Listen, be a dear and rub my legs till the feeling comes back.
Sorry, Mr. Burns, but I don't go in for these backdoor shenanigans. You're on flattered. Maybe even a little curious.
I wouldn't even hear me out.
Welcome everyone. In today's video I am going to discuss the mind-blowing Tartaria, a lost civilization which seems to have been forgotten or erased. Tartaria was apparently once where a very spiritual and technological
All right. Ah, boomer move. I had a boomer moment. Uh, can y'all hear me now? Wow. I guess OBS hates me. Yeah. So yeah. Thanks, Johnny5. Thanks, Johnny5. Yeah. I didn't realize I was muted. Let's probably check on that next time. I have no clue why OBS. I just updated my computer, so probably OBS kind of got shafted. God, I hate Windows 11 so fucking much. Thank you again, Johnny. Thank you for that. I guess y'all missed my whole little rant. I guess I have to repeat myself. Shit. I'm put in an awkward position. Basically, what I was trying to say, or back to my rant that I was saying a lot earlier. This is gonna be a chill stream for Be Real Live. We're just gonna go all over the place. There's really no concrete stuff unless we get into it. We will get into that kind of stuff. But again, this is a very much all over the place concrete stream. And not concrete stream. This is a very chill, relaxed stream. We're just gonna go talk about dumb shit. We're gonna watch some dumb shit. We may watch some conspiracy, stuff on conspiracy. We'll go look into whatever the hell's going on with Locale Live and Locale Queen. A bunch of shit. We're gonna go into it all, right? And before I move forward, I'm gonna make it a quick. Whether or not I believe in something like this, whether or not I believe in instantly or anything like that, and some of it I really don't believe, or I think there's some, or you can make a rational case for some of the reason why it is. I personally know people who do believe in it, so I go into this kind of stuff with a sense of respect that you would with anything else, right? It's sort of the same respect I have for like Mormons and Jehovah Witness, where I go into it with a sense of like, I may not agree with you on this, but I know people who were part of this faith or are in the faith of your denomination, so I try to go into it respectfully. That's how we're gonna do it. I did not realize my mic was off. Let's continue.
advanced civilization existed. It was well known as the Golden Empire and covered most of the Northern Asian continent. Originally, a location had been ruled by the Tatarski Velakani mighty giants, who were essentially from the Aryans. Tartaria was a huge landmass and would have still been the largest today if the mud floods had not destroyed everything.
I don't remember. Yeah, so this is. My friend tried to explain this all to me, that there was a massive mud flood that covered the empire. They covered the Tartarian Empire in Russia. And then there were these great fires across the world that were designed to destroy the building from this empire. Now, he said it was called the Golden Empire. In history, there were some empire called the Golden stuff. I know particularly there was something called the Golden Horde, that was a kind of post-Mongolian state after the fall of Mongol Empire. That did, that was in Eastern Europe, right? Where we consider like Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, that area. I believe, not the Caucasus, but I forgot what that particular area in the Russian Empire is called.
During October 1586, the civilization of Tartaria, which means strong place, was established. But over many centuries, the unity of that civilization then fragmented. After December 1922, Tartaria was then made into separate republics. On the 18th of April 1627, the famous Dutch cartographer known as William Bleur completed his map of Tartaria, which clearly showed how massive the expanse of the Tartarian civilization was. The map showed Tartaria reached the borders of China and Mongolia. This incredibly advanced culture used free energy systems, grandiose architecture that still exists to this day, using the electromagnetic frequencies of planet Earth to abundantly live in Tartaria. Unbelievable.
They use free. It's like a mix of Nikola Tesla stuff, free energy. All right, so let me give you some inkling of some of what I looked into it. Right, I looked into it personally myself, into the history of it. Right, of the guy who created it, or the concept of it. Right, from what I understand, Tartaria is sometimes referred to an area within the Russian Empire. Right, that is a stretch of land from point A to point B. Was it generally anywhere between like St. Petersburg, Moscow, all the way towards where like the eastern part of the Russian Empire, like around this area. That's sometimes I know that's what it's meant to refer to. The architect like of that is something you found common within the Victorian era, right? Particularly more into like the sort of like when the Prussians started to come into power in Germany, and then the German state happened. The free electricity and energy stuff is a little ridiculous, because that's something that would be advocated by something like Nikola Tesla, which again is a little like, what? Like, what the hell are you going on? Now, whoever did this map, mind you, probably what he did was, he was probably trying to break up the world in different continent area rather than actually trying to make empires or whatever, right? Because that wouldn't make sense, because at this period of time, the Ottomans still owned this. But because of, I believe, geographical reason, the Middle East is considered East. Actually, believe it or not, the Middle East was Asia before this was Asia, right? Sometimes people refer to the Middle East as Asia, not this. And then obviously they refer everything past Asia, everything past what we consider Asia as the Far East, right? So this would be called the East, then this would be considered the Far East, right? So again, like an empire like this, could it existed in that period of time? Maybe it could have been like a client state empire, right? That would rule over by the Russians, because Russia had a policy of expansion of eastwards to Siberia, and there were a multitude of people in there, right? One of the greatest fear in the Russian Empire prior to the Russian Civil War, I don't know how many people know this, but one of the biggest fear within the Russian Empire, I believe prior to Nicholas II, so it would be technically Nicholas I, his father or his grandfather, his fear was that the Russia would be broken up down to a racial ethnic line, and that there was a genuine fear of a race war in Russia during that period of time. If you ever
President Vladimir Putin in 2013 made Tartaria maps public, and in 2017 he also gave a map created by William Blah of Tartaria to the former president of Tatarstan, also known as Tartaria. So how did William Blah have such a clear picture of this country if it didn't exist? We learn about the famous Egypt, the Persian Empire, the Ottoman or Roman empires, but all of this history is small in comparison to the Tartarian Empire, unless it isn't true and it's just a myth or a story. But you can find too many documents that state this region certainly did exist. The landmass and territory called Tartary and Great Tartary was an historical location in northern Asia that existed between the Caspian Sea, the Ural Mountains and the Pacific Ocean. Tartary was a blanket term used by Europeans for the areas of central, northern and eastern Asia, as these parts were largely unknown.
The guy who was
to
spelling the
European
N-word out,
explorers.
10 out of
This
10.
is
Good
why
job,
the
man.
entire geographic
I ain't gonna stop you
territory
guys.
was known simply as Tartary, and its inhabitants were called Tartars. In 1998, the CIA declassified a document which they had produced in 1957. A section within the document mentions the existence of the Tartarian civilization. In other words, Tartar history was to be rewritten. Let us be frank, was to be falsified in order to eliminate references to the great Russian aggressions and to hide facts of the real centre of Tartar-Russian relations. A book that covers Tartaria very well is the James William Lee book called The One World Tartarians, the greatest civilization ever to be erased from history. And in the book, he explains how the historical presence of Tartaria was deliberately censored and deleted. The word Tartaria is linguistically connected with the Greek word Tartaros, which means frightful place. That location then became more commonly known as Tartarus. In the
I was gonna say yeah, because it would sound similar to the Greek word in the Greek place of the Greek place of what would be viewed as hell, but it wasn't hell. It was really broken into three areas: one good, one bad, and sort of like this weird neutral area. If this was true, let's say hypothetically, like let's say Tartaria did exist and then it was buried, right? It was sort of buried. It was sort of like that. It would have to occur during the USSR, which were known to be very, very heavy-handed censor. But also, it would also make sense that later into the late USSR era of the Soviet Union, prior to the Russian Federation, a lot of this stuff will be dug back up. I say that because if you ever look into sort of that late, like the 80s and 90s of the Soviet Union, there was a lot of weird or interesting stuff that emerged, whether it be political or stuff historical, right? I believe the whole and a lot of other interesting painting stuff came from that period, right? And I think it had to do with because the Soviet Union
stories of Greek mythology,
because the Soviet Union were in nature an atheist state. It led a lot of people to seek out things that the state would not have. Not that it wouldn't have an issue. It was to seek out, people would try to seek out things that, how can I say this? Things that the state would not give a shit about because it's so whatever. They'll just be like, okay, whatever, who cares? Just walk away from it. It's not a bigger threat, right? Whereas something like the Orthodox Church was viewed as a bigger threat to the state of the Soviet Union than somebody going on about a hidden civilization, right? That one or two people who believe in that, oh, there was a hidden civilization in Russia. It's not going to be a bigger threat than the Orthodox Church, with what the actual real threat, and it got multiple times been banned.
The anciently founded Cyclopean giants were put into Tartarus, the frightful place. Hence, the Cyclopean giants of Greek mythology represented the Tartarian giants, whose golden empire was submerged in the silt and soil. The historical trauma which arose from the devastation of the Tartarian civilization was remembered in these archetypal stories. The Tatarsky Velikani, the mighty giants, are thought to have been breatharians, which means they did not have to rely on the use of digestion and therefore did not need to consume food and water for calories. But instead, the mighty giants received energy straight from the ether, the Earth's grid, the geomagnetic frequencies that resonate around the planet Earth. This meant the mighty giants of Tartaria had obtained a true mastery as breatharians of the ether, which is comprised of electrostatic vibrations in the atmosphere. Since the mighty giants were breatharians, it is possible they had digestive systems that were different to those of human beings.
So we're getting into the whole idea of giants. Of course, I'm just saying this here and now. Anytime we get into these kind of weird stuff, these conspiracies, always assume the giants are involved, or something like the Nephilims, right? Or the half-childs of fallen angels, stuff of that nature. It's never not the giant, but it always is a giant, right? You're always gonna hear about the giants, guys. You just have to understand the giants, but I do kind of believe there were giants, right? But that's here now. Let's continue.
The highly efficient Tartarian civilization was the largest controlled geographic expanse and would still have been the largest to this day. The extensive golden empire of Tartaria flourished due to their leader believing in advanced occult technology, free energy, and grandiose architecture. Apparently, the communities of Tartarian giants had free energy systems installed within their churches, temples, and every kind of building. Hence, every property functioned as some kind of etheric generator station that produced electricity from the geomagnetic frequencies which resonate around the Earth. Maybe a connection to the work of Nikola Tesla, and where he was able to source his genius experiments. Other buildings which the mighty giants built were used as water stations and sound resonating acoustic healing centers. They worked with the telluric electrical currents of planet Earth. By using ingenious engineering, intricate architectural features, and occult technology, the immensely productive mighty giants transformed the electrostatic soil into a natural circuit of the ground, which consistently resonated around planet Earth. The Tartarians had advanced methods of capturing and storing natural energy, creating energy systems that could power, heat, ventilate their own buildings. Their fireplaces did not burn any combustible substances like they do today. The fireplaces were used as electrical heating and cooling sources to create energy for the home, by connecting to the telluric currents of the Earth and therefore functioning as etheric electrical vacuums. So where has this information gone? Further evidence points to the fact that the Tartarian civilization was eradicated by a number of mud floods which occurred between 1740 and 1894. Such upheavals became known as the Great Reset.
So before we move on, the whole thing about them using electric current, if that is the case, say in the 1740, so that would be like the 18th century. If that was the case, they would at least need to understand how electricity works. But I'm not saying it's impossible, right? One of the things you got to remember, that technology that we have nowadays, some people do believe that the technology we have is just an improvement from the past, right? We've advanced a technology or a substance of a technology, but we never created anything new for a long period of time. I think there is a case to be made for that. Especially nowadays where we like to just grab something, like what we do nowadays is that we just improve upon what was already there, to the point where there's almost kind of no room for real improvement. Again, back to the whole electric circuit thing. If that was the case, I feel like there has to be more evidence, or at least there would have to be someone who have a thing and have hidden them. And if it lasted from 1740 to what, 18 something, I don't know. I feel like there would have to still be more of a paper trail than what we got.
The first mud flood occurred after the Great Frost, which was dated for the 8th of January 1740 and ended on the...
And to be fair about the Great Mud, there is a possibility that could actually have happened, because throughout, even in the Middle Ages, there was a period of time where there was a spike in warmth, and then there was also a period where the temperature completely dropped a lot in that area in that period of time. During the Black Plague, I believe the temperature actually dropped pretty bad. And then I think 2 or 3 centuries prior, the global temperature actually increased to the point where people were able to grow wine in England. So kind of mud flood, like a great mud flood could have happened. I think it would need to happen where places where there is glaciers, and obviously where Russia is, there is mountain and there is a lot of snow and glaciers, right, especially near the Himalayas. So if we were to go and rationalize it, you can say that maybe the temperature made a spike for a period of time, causing the glaciers in the Himalayas to melt, which could have resulted in a major mud flood.
6th of October.
But the thing is, though, that would also have to apply that this was going on at the same time during the Russian Empire.
Eruption by the Shivaluk volcano in eastern Russia. Vast atmospheric disturbances happened and possibly led to the second mud flood that happened in 1834, which then brought about the Great Reset on the 12th of February 1835. Further volcanic eruptions occurred, and these upheavals also caused atmospheric changes. These events could have contributed to the third mud flood happening in 1892. The third mud flood largely destroyed the remnants of Great Tartaria, and then by 1894 everything had geographically changed on planet Earth. There are thousands of
I
buildings.
like how you just say geographically everything has changed on Earth. Like, all right, well, like where exactly on the Earth? Like, can you give me a place and proof, right?
Things on Earth that relate to Tartarian architecture that are over 250 years old, encased in silt, gravel, and soil from the mudfloods, and therefore give indication that such events did actually occur. Much of the silt, gravel, and soil covers many stories of these buildings.
If this is somewhere like, let's say, Chicago, there was a period in, I think it was Chicago or I can't remember what major city in America, that they actually did uproot the whole city and raise it up by a couple feet, and this is probably like the leftover area. Now, mind you, I think if I was a betting man, maybe the reason why we're seeing this as it is, because of with the invention of the roads and highway playing a major part, I know a lot of American cities were just like it's easier to just put dirt onto something and just bury it than it is to just try to like completely do what they're doing, right? It's easier to just like, all right, well, we have all of this left over. And the problem, if I was to get a lot of it, it's just foundations, right? A lot of it is just foundational work, right? All of it is just some form of foundation, or it could have been an important building, right? Like a major part of the city, and they just like, well, because of, you know, obviously humans being humans, the information of this area could have been lost, right? Again, I'm trying to rationalize it.
Buildings, and in some cases even completely engulfs them. This was most definitely an
This is just an
older
ancient
kind of
ruin.
Great
What the hell are you-
Reset, and was exploited as a way to eradicate advanced scientific knowledge which humans could have used. We have to remember that knowledge is power. Over the past 5,000 years,
I mean,
there
that's
have
debatable
been
if
several
knowledge is
great
power.
resets of civilizations. From the time of the third Babel, the Confusion Tower, also known as the Tower of Babel in the Bible, it is also mentioned
Oh, the Tower
in
of
Irish
Babel.
folklore
I don't want to say
about the
Babel.
various
It's
mud
the
floods.
Tower of Babel.
But the mud floods did certainly cause most of the last Great Reset, and therefore explain much of what can be observed in many countries. When we look at North America,
I like to say that at that period of time, if a reset did happen, it would easily correlate with the Industrial Revolution. What was a major push in human innovation? If I was to guess, it just probably be like an anti-industrial mechanical, and how we could have gone down a cleaner electrical power world rather than something more toxic like coal and oil. That's what it sometimes sounds
America
like.
and elsewhere on Earth, it suggests that there were advanced civilizations from around 1627 to 1835.
I like to
and
keep pushing the
in many
date back and
cases,
back.
even earlier
Next thing you
than
know, you
that.
can say
We
1520.
are told that American Indians resided in teepees or wiki-ups, but this is a very distorted version of history, when actually only a minority of Native Americans existed like that. The American Indians developed highly advanced spiritual cultures, but much of that true history has also been destroyed. So did
Now, mind you,
Tartaria
and I'm gonna get a
exist?
lot of crap with coming to the natives. Mind you, with natives were known to kind of slaughter each other on a mass. Like, you know, I know a lot of people like to blame the Europeans for that, but you gotta remember that the native done the same. And if I was a betting man, the native probably did, you know, just burn areas. Like I was seeing the Great Tartaria. Again, this could have been a region of the world. It could have been a empire, right? That could have existed prior to the expansion of Russia to the east. But this also could have just been an area of the world that is geographically different than like everything else. Because you got Korea here, and obviously like Korea was it was a client state of either the Chinese or the Japanese, right? Like Korea was its own established civilization. Like if I again, this map is just kind of, you could tell there's a lot of inaccuracy, especially with China.
The idea that a golden empire historically existed in Northern Asia sounds like a Hollywood sci-fi movie or a fantasy.
Not really.
adventure
It's just like we've seen it with the
there is
Mongol.
no doubt,
But that was, like,
because of
very
the evidence
different.
that has been discovered that the Tartarian civilization did exist. So why is this information not taught in schools, colleges and universities? Why is so much information about Tartaria deliberately kept from the public? Keep people from their history and they are easily controlled. For the control system to exist, the history of planet Earth has to be controlled, because anything outside of the narrative which they want you to believe has to be censored, erased or deleted. But they can never erase or conceal the truth, as evidence will always arise eventually. It is for us to put the pieces of this incredible puzzle together and learn from this spiritual experience as human beings, and not be caught up in someone else's version of reality. As we need to remember what the true history actually is, so we can progress and evolve productively as a society. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next week.
Yeah, that's just a basic introduction to the whole concept of Tartaria and how that is. We'll do a full stream on that. Like, we'll just do like maybe an hour or two, maybe 3 hour, 4 hour long stream, just going into the whole concept of Tartaria and just the information and mountain of stuff that it just exists about it. I usually don't do a lot of stuff like that, but it's one of those things I kind of want to do, and I'll have a friend who will stream with me about that kind of stuff. We're gonna change the gears again. We're gonna go from something completely different. Right. We're going from that to, I think, local. Oh, the Astro Show's on. Let's see what they're doing.
And she lives in the middle of nowhere by herself.
Oh, Richie's
She's a
on.
female. I didn't understand that she was out of control. I didn't understand that she was prone to violence at the drop of a hat.
We're gonna.
What the catalyst did XYZ
chance to tell his side of the events.
We're gonna move
So-
a little bit back.
Second,
So we're gonna watch this.
what's going on, Richie?
Hey, Richie.
Yo,
So, I'm going.
mute.
We're going to go ahead and give you the floor. So this is this is the first thing I want to do. First and foremost, first question out the gate: are you sober right now? Yes or no?
absolutely. I'm
Okay.
actually not a drinker at all. So
Okay, I just want to ask because I don't ever want it down the road for, just CYA on us for if you were to turn around and be like,
Oh,
oh,
of
I
course,
was
of
drinking or anything. And then on top of it too, people will come up with a million theories. So as of right now, you're saying you're sober. Secondly,
absolutely.
I want to give you the platform to turn around and tell us from beginning to end your story of events for New Year's. We're not going to question you on it. We're just going to give you your ability to say it. And I want to give you the ability to give your full account for the day that the police showed up. So whenever you're ready, feel free to talk about New Year's.
All right, so sure. New Year's was really uneventful. She didn't have to work that day. We took advantage of the opportunity to kind of just like mellow out. We probably did some edibles. I think we watched some YouTube videos. She spent a lot of time checking like Reddit and comments on her videos and stuff. She's very engaged with her community. Really nothing of note happened. That's the truth.
So to
We
give
didn't-
you a little bit more in depth background, it's a Richie, Becky Boo, one of the hosts of Local Queen's ex-boyfriend. They dated for a while. They actually met on Local Live when they did a dating show. They dated for a bit, and they broke up, then they dated again. This is him trying to give him, just at least explain his side of the story, right? Because a lot of people were only getting Becky's side, or at least we were first given Becky's side, and a lot of people, after a period of time, well, not a period of time, but people started to really want Richie's side, right? Because this sounded really out. Some of the things he said was just a little out of place, or just didn't sound right to him. So let's get back into it.
Didn't watch the ball drop. We didn't get hammered. We didn't party. Nobody came over. We didn't go anywhere. It was literally kind of just a nice chill night after the grind for so long with Queens.
Okay.
I really have no more to say about that night. There's really nothing notable.
Is there
Um,
anything that and I don't want to offer any outs or anything, but obviously like me and Zeph have had our own discussion as to what we think potentially happened. Is there any potential way that maybe she had a real bad trip, like on something?
No, well, first of all, she never presented as so fucked up on anything that's like something I would consider. Also, she's like a seasoned.
You could get extremely fucked on things like weed. You really can, right? From experience, you could get really messed up on weed, especially if your mind is not right. Or maybe that's my own experience. But again, we'll continue onwards.
Edibles user. You know, she used edibles long before I knew her. I didn't coerce her into using them or anything. She's not new at it. There's no basis in reality. There's nothing that I can like latch to and see that she stretched this into this lie or any. There's nothing. It's like a literally whole cloth fabricated story.
Okay. When would you? I know I said I wasn't going to ask you a bunch of questions. I'm not going to grill down on your story,
okay.
but like,
okay.
When did you guys end up going to bed that night on New Year's? Best to your recollection.
It's hard to say. Most nights we went to bed somewhere between 4 and 6 a.m.
That makes sense because that like rewind typically ends around midnight and then a couple extra hours to mellow out. Okay.
Yeah, and like I said, she spent a lot of time checking like Reddit and checking the comment sections and the server and you know, we watched My Name Is Earl. We watched the first 3 seasons of that together. We watched Raising Hope.
It's a good show.
You know, those were the shows that I love that she'd never seen. So like, you know, and we had like other things that we would watch together too. Like we would kind of keep an eye on Girl World and we would keep an eye on different content and stuff. So I don't remember. It wasn't notable. I didn't really like pay attention to what specifically we watched or whatever.
Right.
If I extrapolated any further than that, I would be being dishonest. I don't want to be dishonest by any.
And I will say, like, because every time you've retold this story is always been, you don't know where it's coming from because you can't think of anything that would even remotely resemble that or be parallel to it. And it's typically in these situations, it's usually the opposite of, I can't remember, we were so fucked up, like we did so many things. But here it's like, we kind of just watched TV and then went to bed, and like I like, you genuinely, again, I'm not no sweeping, no nothing, but it's what makes your story a lot easier to at least not, I don't want to say believe, but follow, because you have a beginning, a middle, and an end, and you don't sound, at least for me, I haven't heard you try to, I don't want to say over explain, but what's the word? Play up like what happened, right? Because she turns around and goes, "Oh, he wouldn't leave." And yours is, "Well, I didn't want to drive drunk." And it's completely understandable. It's completely reasonable. But continue. Go ahead.
Okay, so again,
actually, I do actually have a quick question. I wanted to ask this after the so fucked up question. Has there ever been, not just this night in question, but has there ever been in any point in your relationship, whether it be intoxicated or inebriated or not, has she ever presented herself as somebody who is slightly uncomfortable with anything that's happening, let alone anything that was sexual in nature?
No, absolutely not.
I feel like it's a little boring in my honest opinion. Nothing against Richie, really nothing against Richie. I've spoken to him a little bit. He seems like a nice guy. I do feel bad what he's going through. I think for a stream like that, for something like that, we will have to do like a bigger deep dive. But I feel like for Richie, at least respect that of him, like we'll cover it in a different time. We're streaming for 40 minutes. We're gonna take a small break. We'll be right back. Probably stream for like another like an hour and a half, and then we'll call it quits. A bit of a shorter midnight stream than I usually do, but I'm a little tired right now. But we'll be back. We'll be right back. So we are back again. I decided. Oh, hey, Lodi, how you doing? I decided to grab a little bit of coffee. I guess I had some leftover coffee, so let me get to the rest of the stream. Alright, so we're gonna go watch. This was uploaded just not too long ago, just recently, a good hour ago. The punishment time for the queens.
Gotta finish though. Becky, in your cabinets, do you have like a box of cake, like a box cake mix?
Yeah, I think so.
All fat
Tina,
bitches got cake mix. Come on.
Oh wait, we're getting.
Tina, you know this.
Shut up, Michael.
It's not for you, Becky. You still got to do your punishment. Mike Maker.
Yeah.
Goddamn job.
First things first, Tina, did you hear that? They're offering you a washer dryer. They're in
Yeah,
North
I did hear
Carolina.
that. I did.
They
I
know
thank you.
They know you're
You should
so
look into it.
fucking dirty.
I will,
that
Mike.
you
Can
can't
we
go
do the
without
show?
one, you poor bitch.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
a poor bitch. I didn't get money from Keemstar. You did, bitch.
They're not gonna make us
Becky,
do 100.
what the
No, you're
fuck
not gonna
up?
make us do 100 punishments at once. So I'm just getting it all out now, you stupid
Becky.
cunt. What?
I always find it hilarious how Becky has to always oop, I thought a high. It's always funny how Becky has to always like degrade Tina every stream or so. Obviously she tolerates it because it's how I don't understand I don't understand this. So honestly, neither do I anymore. The show really took a downhill after Gracie and the Lynx left. Whether you like them or not, it's up to you. Yeah, no. Queens has drop in quality completely. It's less about focusing on like female locales, which could have been a great premise, right? Because there is a lot of females, or hell, even if they didn't want to focus it solely on like female locale, they could have focused on like Eat Dots or Eat Girls, right, on the internet, and they could have just had them on and made bank out of it, right? Hell, if Keem really wasn't such a bitch about it, he can just bring a VTuber on. Like I know like there is like one or two few VTubers who are like locale-ish, right? And again, the whole premise of Locale Queen was to focus on a female audience, right? To capture that female audience. But to be real and honest with you, I don't think they're doing that. All they really did was they just captured more of their old audience and they moved them over, and that's it. There is no more of a female audience, right? The ones they did have either just left, got fired, or just doesn't want to be a part of the show anymore because of false allegations, or they just don't want to deal with Becky, right?
Becky, go get the box of cake mix, please.
Fine. What host would want to do a show like this? What host wants to have to fucking Oh!
You ain't had enough.
I also love how she shows her Discord right here, rather than just like, why don't you just?
She gotta look good with that.
They're using OBS. They're using
I
OBS.
hope this is what the milk was for. It's
They're
right
using
there in the
OBS. You can
Italian
easily just
culture.
cover this up.
You know, basic
Like
chocolate.
Keem does that, but I don't know.
Fucking
Fucking hell,
ding
Becky's a
dong.
fucking idiot.
Oh my god!
Is she bleeding in her mouth? Is that blood?
This is what it'll look like when I eat your heart, Tina.
No, when you're eating your own tampons and make sure you're bleeding correctly. Get the fuck out of here, you
She's out of pocket, but she's right.
fucking nasty looking bitch.
It's
Okay,
natural
global
lipstick.
cake mix. That's not enough. You didn't have a.
It's not.
Is this just the whole cake shit?
Listen, make
Oh, that's all it is. It's just a stupid ass cake
Like the whole bottle of
cake stuff.
ugly fat bitch.
Yeah.
You open your mouth.
Your son.
That's all it is. It's just a whole dumbass cake shit again. There's really not much we can do and cover with Locale Queens right now. It's just slop after slop after slop, right? It's just one thing after the other after the other. It's like what are you doing? See what's going on, What the fuck is going on?
Did you go to Google and do an eye test? Pull up an eye test, like an image.
Why is he naked? Why is he half naked? Why are they all like this?
I'm gonna do an eye test to make sure we didn't have any eye damage. I want to prove to everybody.
Oh, so this
that
is
I'm
the
fine.
Aussie guy who's a part of a Locale Aussie or Aussie Locale, whatever it's fucking called now.
Jesus Christ, can I?
While you're looking, I'll ask the same question to Billy. And do you
Oh,
feel
no.
Let me see
like
what
consider
it-
we're gonna stand by what we said?
Oh, this is
Won't
from
be one-
earlier.
Tell you why.
Right.
You're in trouble, Rasta.
I guess this is
Look what you
Why?
that they show part of the Ozzy show.
You don't know why you're in trouble, Rastov?
No.
How about this?
Uh oh.
How about this?
Let's watch this
All right.
stream.
How about let me do this playback speed at 125 because
Why the
Oh,
fuck
no.
did he have tweet? God damn it! If you don't know who this guy is, I don't know any of these guys. No offense, right? They seem like nice guy, but the guy right here on the left corner is Twiggy. He is in the Locale Live Discord. I don't think he's a bad guy. I just don't think he doesn't know how to shut the fuck up. Like when you're trying to get a word in or something, he just blabbers on constantly. I got to a certain point where I'm like, why does this guy doesn't have his own live stream where he just blabber on for a couple hours? What the fuck?
Oh.
how about this, Rastov? How about y'all not holding Becky accountable for that one
Tried. I tried.
Also, this was a member stream. This was a member. Locale Ozzy was a member stream. You couldn't even watch it. It was a member stream. Hold up 1 second. Let me see if we can find if it's up right now. No. You should come on my show this Friday. What time? What time do you want? I'm up to it if you're willing. Like, what do you guys even talk about? I wouldn't mind coming on. Give me a second, sorry. So I guess they released the actual stream. So we're gonna watch a little bit of that. I don't think I'll get flagged. So we're gonna actually move over and watch the actual. Nope. There we go. We're gonna watch the actual Locale Ozzy stream. Freaking.
Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, won't you go waltzing?
Can I build a tower like there for? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. As long as you are creative about it, and as long none of us get reported or flagged, it's up to you. I am not gonna stop you. I have said worser things than dropping the tower, if you know what I'm referring to. So, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. 10:30. Ever heard of the tale of Miyamoto and Billy Mays or the troll who played Phoenix Wright? No, I never heard of that. What is that about? That sounds pretty interesting. Sounds pretty interesting.
Saying, I don't know this song. Let me play a better one.
Yeah, hell yeah. I go for it. Go for the tower, man. Go for it. Go build it now. I ain't gonna stop you. Like I don't personally care about free speech as a concept, but I you know, if people want to say it, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm not gonna ban you, or I'm not gonna block you. I'm not gonna time you out for doing the tower.
Welcome to Locale Ozzy.
So it's free game for now.
Because I said so. Even though it's spelled correctly, you guys seem to continue to say that it's not. Yep. We got a very interesting test stream for you tonight. We're trying out a docket. Hopefully Stonic's in the channel when I get there, because he wasn't just before. He might get fired right away. Who knows? I'm excited. I'm nervous. What am I doing? Let's jump in and see the boys. Please work for the love of God. Oh, here we go. Are we here? Pop that out. Switch it over. Oh, I gotta turn my own camera on. You're here.
You're struggling there, mate.
No.
I'll be frantic, mate.
Hey, struggling. My hair looks messy. Talk, guys. It's Stonic and Twiggy.
So we were just making fun of you while you were gone.
No, I haven't heard of him.
Stonic
You
definitely
gotta
hit a
inform
button
me.
when
Like,
we
you know
pulled
what?
up.
When I go on your stream on Friday,
do
you
that.
just gotta tell me about it. We can talk about the guy if you want. He's kind of
Stonic,
boring, but
what's
some
your
people like it.
relation
Oh
with
yeah, I'm
Pablo
down for it.
Escobar?
I'm down to
Come on.
expand my horizons.
Yeah, I don't know. Hang on, let me flip it around. So that's yeah, I don't know. Saw it on Etsy one day. I thought, you know what? That really speaks to me in life. Oh, okay, matching the theme of the show.
Brother, we can read it. We can read it. It's fine.
Yeah, now we can't.
You've messed it up now. You've messed it up now. Now we can't read it. Now you're all backwards. It was better
Yeah,
when
I
you
don't
were
know, it
upside
just
down. At
really
least that
spoke
made
to me.
sense for an Australian.
That makes no
Pablo
sense for the
Escobar is kind of like,
Australian.
reminded me to just wake up and fucking grind, you know?
Which intro did you use? I wasn't watching.
I heard him singing.
I heard that. I heard the singing, and then I was jamming out to the song because the song's so good.
Oh man, I made so many. Fuck's sake.
You made
I
a few little hiccups there.
I didn't have anything planned out for like the intro. Like when it was just me. Fuck you. I can't deal with this shit, man. Oh.
All right, so we've got a few little last minute additions.
Before we move on, Twiggy is not Australian. And King Cobra even wrote him a theme. King Cobra wrote him a theme song. Oh, hold up. We gotta look for this. Fuck this shit. We gotta look that up real fast. King Cobra wrote him a song. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. We gotta look up this song. Bunch of AI. Shadford. You wouldn't know the name of the song, would you? Cause that would be funny to listen to right about now. Let's see, let's see. Miyamoto. We'll look that up. All right, that works out better. That actually will work out better. Yeah, we'll wait till Friday. We'll wait till Friday to look that up.
That we're gonna do a little later. One of our members, Knight's Consequences, chugged milk in the VC and puked all over. And we've got a recording of it, but we can't react to it because of YouTube TOS. So we're gonna.
You can
bring him
hear
and
the
Andrew
his American voice coming through as he's trying to fake the audio.
That's the plan. But before
I'll send the link
we've got a
then.
few
I'll
other-
send the
we've
link
got a
then.
few
Yeah,
other
that's
little
fine.
Things to cover. But I will let you guys carry this. I don't want to.
He's not even fucking Australia.
You know.
I'm not.
All right, should I read that out? Should I read out the
you-
second one in my auto tune?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, do it. Non-alcoholic beer in there.
Didn't you just help me refresh? You got to remember, Matthew. I've only
put it out there, and I.
I'm just gonna skip a lot of it. I just don't. It's so freaking boring.
About our repression.
I move that much volunteer.
All right, here we are.
didn't
Here we are.
think
Here.
it
I am not gonna. I am not gonna
I didn't think
force everybody to listen to these three guys. Again, no offense to the guys on top. They seem pretty nice fellas. I just can't tolerate Twiggy. His voice. If you've ever been in VC with Twiggy, you will understand my pain a lot. Also, his refusal, his idiocracy to not accept that. I'm not going to say what I'm going to say because I probably will get in a lot of trouble, but there is differences within people, and his not willing to acknowledge that, I couldn't tolerate it.
Isn't it proof? I think it's easily. Hello, Becky.
Hey, girl.
Hi, I was waiting and nobody brought me in. What the hell?
We were trying. We don't have. We can bring you in from members waiting and PayPig waiting, but for whatever reason, kings and queens waiting. We can't
Oh my
do it.
god, I'm dying. So they're discriminating.
They
Yeah,
are.
Oh my
they
God,
are.
I'm alive.
They are.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Becky,
So
can
I hear you
can I
guys.
go over a few ground rules real quick?
Okay.
We're only going to cover things regarding you that have happened within the past 2 days. Is that fair?
Okay. That's fine.
All right, cool.
So what the fuck? I hear you guys didn't think the shocks were real.
No, we heard a vibration, and
did.
it says on the box that it vibrates, Becky.
Listen, I shit you not. That was not a vibration. That was the shock against my flesh. You heard. The few times I held the little remote thing up to the camera, it shows the mode it's on. And if it has the little lightning symbol, that means shock. So I took some clips. I'll look back at them in the morning, but that shit was fucking real. Do you think I moved that much voluntarily? God.
I did think that would fuck with the arthritis.
Guys, I guess it could be possible that the shock kind of caused some reverb that made it jiggle a little, and that's the noise we heard. But
We'll take
I
that
have no way to
evidence into
verify that.
consideration. We'll definitely take.
Look, we're not. No, 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 no. We're
I
not
think it was
bitching
a
out. No, 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 no,
vibration.
no, no. We fucking said it. We're gonna stand by what we said. I'm not. Most of them looked fucking real. Like that first one you did. Like I felt that in my nutsack. That's how real it was. I was like, oh my God.
What did I?
Like I couldn't do that myself. So I give you props for that one. But there's that one clip that just you can hear the vibration. You can hear it.
And we've had lots of shock collar experts. We've heard from lots of them.
Like Billy
and
the
they've
Fudge.
said-
They were all real. I would guarantee if you were to buy one of those and try it yourself, you would see they hurt like a motherfucker. Honestly, I can't even believe they sell that shit.
I'd probably climax.
Like, what?
You weird fuck. Twiggy, what's the matter with you? God,
It's a
look at your
lot.
face. You're not even ashamed.
I'm not. I have
You're,
no
you're
shame.
making eye contact. I feel fucking weird. I'm out of here. Bye.
Well, that was easy, boys.
And we're big time now, baby. We got a crowd.
Hey,
We got Becky.
We got a booty. We've got to get Gamer of the Damned in here so I can ask him a question. But first,
That literally, that's all that was? Was that literally all that was? Hold up. There more? Was that the whole interview with Becky? Who the fuck let him on? I'm sorry. If the dude wakes up, I'll send you the re-upload. Yeah. I'm not in a rush. I could wait till Friday if you want. It's nothing. I don't mind. I could be patient till then. I'm just a little aggravated because like God damn. I think the quality of the show kind of has been dropping.
I'm partial to everyone's side. I'm willing.
I still have family.
Probably
down
have,
there.
but you-
And I can't watch this whole shit. It's just boring as hell. Oh goddamn! Did I fucking fuck? Nah. It's all good. It is what it is. It is what it is. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it too much. Stuff happens and you just can't do it. Everyone has a locale show. Yeah, everybody has a locale show nowadays. It's if you would have told me a couple months ago that they were gonna expand the show, I would have been like, oh yeah, that would be a cool idea. You know, and that they can expand it to other things. Now seeing the end result, it's just complete dog shit. Ozzy is boring as hell. I am not sitting there for almost 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Twiggy faking an Australian accent. I'm not doing that. I just refuse to do that. It's just fucking stupid, right? I'm not trying to be a hater or anything. I just don't want to sit there and just watch him go on with the fake Australian accent. And you know he wants to be the ball of the show, the ball of it all, right? You know he wants to do that. So we're gonna move on to something different soon, I remember doing it and not document every single thing over simulator, over shots, racing, kill, loyalty. 100%. It's not even that it.
Storm.
Not even that it over here. It's not even that. I just think what happened is Keem kept making one show after the other, with no pause. Nobody trolls to troll anymore. Yeah. The days of like genuine locales are gone. You'll only find that on TikTok nowadays. Like that's the only place where you'll find that level of trolly. you know, you're not gonna find it on YouTube anymore. You may find it on Twitter or X, but you're not gonna find that much anymore. Yeah, but those days are gone. And as I was saying before, I think if King waited to the beginning of the new year and then created Locale Queen and then created Locale Rewind, then all the other shows in this, like, every couple months he created one show. Like, I don't know. No, it is what it is. We're gonna move on to another guy. We're gonna move to we're gonna move on to Mr. Medicare. Actually, this is a tale of the Trout. I've talked about Trout, Crowd and T a number of times. I always wanted to do a proper coverage of the collapse of the Crowd and T and the whole skeptic community. So we're gonna go into it now. Yeah, it's like a lot. It's a Jim is king. Yeah, Jim is king.
War has changed.
No. You kill your enemies, and then you make peace with what is left.
No. You set the alarm.
Or ethnicity. Fuck you, Frenchman. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. War and its consumption of life has become a well-oiled machine.
Jesus, we should have gassed all of them.
War's changed.
If we've learned one thing from the Greeks, it's this: that all great tragedies involve a woman. And our story's Helen of Troy.
You did the. Don't worry. Don't
Now, for
worry.
those of you unfamiliar
Don't
with what
worry.
Rage After Storm is, she
You can
is
do it
not
here.
Styx's
It's a safe
biological
zone.
Sister, Spoonclank. Instead, she's a YouTuber that accumulated nearly 100,000 subscribers over the course.
Rage After Storm, it's interesting to me. I don't think she makes any more videos. I think she was like a British person living in Switzerland or something. I thought her videos were boring. I didn't really think much of her videos. She was just like a cute-looking semi-right-wing liberal girl who popped onto the scene when the alt-right were popular. I saved my tower until cover blown. Don't worry about it here.
Months. Her popularity was explosive. She was networking with everyone, appearing on multiple streams. People were recommending her to their audiences nearly daily. She seemed to be a golden child, someone who captured a certain demographic and held its attention. That is until she decided to talk about a subject which is apparently forbidden, or as Trout and Tears would say, verboten.
So, after many of you have speculated about my stance on race, especially my recent one, I've decided to make a video about it. Because heck, I love talking about things that will probably get me kicked off YouTube and every other social media website.
Now this video, and the reaction...
Yeah, this... She was part of this, like, leftist, like... this man sounds like he has cancer. What's wrong with his hat? I wish I knew. He probably has, the hat on hat. It could be hat on hat problems. That's what it could be.
Reaction to it would be the impetus, the genesis, for an autism festival, which would take place over the course of 4 fucking months, dragging its ass across nearly every aspect of social media, from YouTube to Twitter, from Facebook to 4chan. And it would include an entire cast of characters from multiple groups on the internet. But the driving force behind it, the protagonist of this tragedy, would be one individual by the name of Kraut and T. And as you'll see, as these videos unfold, is a story that is of vengeance, of wrath and anger, of hubris, total fucking warfare. The sort of battle online that only a high-class, exceptional individual would ever engage in.
Oh, this reminds me of something. I gotta look it up real fast. You guys are gonna get a kick out of it. You guys are gonna get a big-ass kick out of it. Holy shit. It has to do with Crowded T. It's in the video itself, but it's funny if I look it up right now. Let's see if we can... Let's see if I can find it. There was a snippet of him debating. Let me see if this is it. Let me see if this is it. This always brings back good memories.
No, we have fucking not.
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about Deadwing, the guy with the one hand claw on the other side? Cause I haven't watched him in a long time. He was great. I loved his stuff.
We have not done a knockout study on nigger dick size. Nigger. We have nigger.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I forgot. Oh, I love that video. Let me see if I can find the full video length of that. Let me see. Let me see if we can find the original where he snaps. See, this could be it.
Molecular genetic analysis.
No, we have fucking not. We have not done a knockout study on nigger dick size.
Oh, YouTube's gonna fucking hate me for that one. Oh man, I miss those days where people dropped the insular. Oh, those were the days. We'll watch the full-on debate between Naked Ape and Crowd T. Cause this splintered their friendship. Naked Ape and Crowd T used to do like a whole podcast back in the day. That we's bit of a woke than I like, but I find him more entertaining. Yeah, no. I 100% agree. 100%. Deadwing is not as bad. I do like his stuff. During the quarantine, I just did nothing but watch his stuff all the time. That's what I like. That's why I like him quite a bit. Regardless of his own political views, I do like his stuff. Bruh, I do every. Oh, he's great. He is great. I love it. So, see, has he made a new? Has he made a new? I know he's still. I know he live stream. He hasn't live streamed in a long time. I hope he's okay. He made a video a while back. Was on 2 hours. Yeah. Oh no, he was great. He Deadwing is great. I love his stream. They are some of the best ever. He got me into more in-depth stuff with the locale stuff. He's great. We're gonna continue on back to the whole Crowd and T stuff.
Willingly, that would end up costing Crowd nearly everything he had, to the point of where he had to leave the internet out of shame. And yes, like all great Greek tragedies, we even have mythological creatures. Granted, they're not chimera, but there are a few pregnant trouts here and there. Now, with this particular video, I want to put forward a theory on why Kraut and T began a destructive cycle that drove him off the internet. And it all begins with Rage After Storm.
Keep this in mind because it's going to be very relevant.
Kiwi Tape and Smokey? Have you spoken? What do you know about White Bowser? Oh, White Bowser. I know White Bowser is MC's personal op. Like, they just don't... Like, I know MC cover White Bowser had it on their show a number of times. I think... Wasn't Smokey the one who broke that story about White Bowser? I know that there's a lot of weird stuff about him. I know there's the whole thing about him grouping somebody at his old job, the hentai stuff with minors in the Discord. I'm aware of a lot of his stuff. Him using his faith as a way to, like, I guess, deflect stuff, which I thought it was very wrong of him. I know a little bit of the MC White Bowser stuff. Yeah, but pissing Kiwi and Smokey's hilarious. That is comical.
Relevant indeed.
Now, what I'd like to do is establish a timeline and the reactions which occurred within that timeline. Rage's video, Race is Real, went up on June 24th. 4 days later, on Adam Worski's podcast number 55 on June 28th, Kraut and T, among others, discussed their reaction to the video.
Welcome back to another Warski Live. I'm here with
Chris Warski. What's up?
And we have a full house today. We got Kraut and T, some black guy, Kasara, and Jeff Holiday. What's going on, everyone?
Now, there are many golden moments that take place within this particular chat. Many of the guests take umbrage with
That I used to work for those grifters. I had Earl on before they did. Really? That's interesting. I didn't know that. I think we gotta do a whole stream on MC and Kiwi because I always felt that they were grifters. I felt like they just found the locale stuff, and what they did was they just did higher production on locale. Cause I feel like they dominate that more than Keem. Like they just have a better grip on it. But I do see them as grifters through and through.
What they see is
Also, I find MC Smoke voice to be really boring. Like you can say the same thing about Kiwi Tape, but there's something about his monotone voice that's like kind of very like it's monotone, but it's enough where you can just listen to it for hours on end. Where MC Smokey voice, it's like it's a little boring. I kind of don't like it.
is dog whistling that Rage is signaling to real racists, to the neo-Nazis out there with this video that she is one of them. They don't like the sources which are discussed.
It just looks like she's just repeating what the Daily Stormer article says. She just read the article, said, okay, this sounds right. Apparently didn't put any effort into questioning any of it, and then said, okay, this is how it is.
Fair enough. Maybe the Daily Stormer wasn't the way to go. Maybe she should have looked for information from other sources, like, say, a
What was it? I'll go ahead and tell you. I was a guy that played lawyer for the different horror cow drag down on that live for actual content creator. I'm an old Christian intro. I've messed with a lot of cows. Really? Oh, dude. Then I can't wait to be on your Friday show. That's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be a hell of a. I have a lot. Damn. So you've been around the block for a long time, man.
按说是你们受欧洲国家管理这么长时间，应该是学到了很多先进的管理经验。
哪有多少时间？没多少时间呢。我们炒那个要那个国境级啊，很炒。现在是50年，这集50年那个。
就是50年以前，你不是受咱们
50年以前什么都好啊。
是啊，那个先进的影响，那个代代往传下来，越传越文明越发达了，怎么越来越倒退越落后了？
I love that.
这么先进的铁路，我1930几年就有电气化铁路，我这是中国啥时候才有电气化铁路的？你看矿区那个铁路，电气化那个双轨铁路，因为架得多好。你看现在顶上那个什么，哎呀，千疮百孔啊，破烂不堪啊。
Look how disappointed. He sounds like a disappointed father. I do a show on most part that people from the Kiwi farm want. It's nothing big, but I've been told Mars to watch it. That's great. That is amazing, dude. That's
a bit
harsh. I can't wait. It's
Race realism is actually
maybe
really
views
fucking
if that's,
pervasive.
but it's not supposed to be
Stefan
big.
Molyneux
It's kind of a
talks about
cool
this shit all the
kid
time, and he
table of
talks about
skaters and
fucking ass.
schizo.
I made 2 videos about
Nah,
race
nah.
realism. These people
I think as
fucking
long as
followed me
you
for
are,
6 months,
as long as you're
making
passionate
stock accounts
about
just so they
what
can
you're
get around me
doing.
muting them.
I
I'm like,
don't.
why
I
aren't
think
you
it doesn't
debating
matter
this?
how big the
There's
show.
no
As long as
fucking
you're happy
debate.
and you're passionate about the things you talk about and do. I think viewership doesn't matter. I feel like Keem is missing that.
Fucking encourage that. Thank God you didn't take their symbol and co-opt it into some E-bombs world tier shit, huh, Jeff?
The whole point of Kekistan is taking back Pepe from you douche nozzles trying to like meme your way into some sort
Oh,
of
there is. What's his fucking name? There's this fucking hippie guy. He went so leftist. It was hilarious. Passionate. Oh, I hate. Yo, you know what I mean.
interesting political position. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about you. Nobody ever fucking cared about you. You're cringy as fuck. The whole meme is just to take the piss out of you.
Maybe you shouldn't be shooting shots across the bow if you don't want fire fucking returned. But nonetheless, on the stream, multiple things are brought up. They don't like her sources. They think it's dog whistling. They don't like her approach to the subject. And there's some definite hostility towards the alt-right, towards race realists, towards white nationalists, or anybody that really sees the issue differently than they perhaps see it. But the shit show proper didn't happen until the very next day, on June 29th, when Kraut and T tweeted this out, at Kipper Central. You might want to look into the views of one of your contributors, Rage After Storm. And almost immediately, the reaction is, seriously? Now, Rage had written for...
I feel like passionate really hate. Oh man, I feel like you know who you should. That's not what I'm trying to do. Actually, we're gonna take a bit of a detour. Cause I don't know why. I was just reminded of Ruby stuff. For some weird reason, I don't know why, but I'm just reminded of just looking at Ruby. Not even all of them are animal or kid abusers. And I still hate them, bro. Like, what happened to bullying? It can break bad habit and build character. From a social standpoint, what ended up happening was what happened was the culture shifted hard at the 90s, which resulted in a lot of people being soft. And even if that wasn't the case, things like the internet being so prevalent, it was so heavily prevalent, like with a lot of young people, especially in the 2010s, that people just stopped being bullied because it became sort of a hub, right? You know the whole hub box thing where everybody is in this very weird corner in their own part of the internet, and everybody is like, don't shame anybody. I tried to bully Grace into being a better person. It hasn't worked. She's a woman. What? Grace is a woman. What do you expect? You can't stop the bull. Yeah, the bulldozer. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Damn, I'm trying to look for Ruby's and Lowe's video. Holy shit, I can't find it. Why am I being a boomer? The trick to making Grace a better person comes down to a number of things. She's young, Grace Vanderwall. No. He's referring to Grace Dorp. Dorp TV. And what the fuck the other thing called? And I misunderstood that was what I didn't bully her enough. Oh, dude. I feel bad for Daniel. I really do feel bad for Daniel Larson. Oh, her. Yeah. I don't think you're part. I feel bad for Daniel Larson. I think he is a victim in some regard. Can I? Here we are. I may or may not get shit for this. Would I get shit for this? I don't think. No. You don't think Dan? I don't know. I just think I think he just got. I think people try to make him to Christian, which kind of did work. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm too sympathetic. Maybe I have too much of a sympathetic heart for a lot of these people. It said, even I wouldn't go into the Daniel verse. It's fucked. The Daniel verse is extremely fucked. If you want my honest opinion, talk to once and nope. Talk to Bob once and nope. He peed for sure. Oh, you think he is? Shit. That is a case to be made. That is a case to be made. I actually would like to hear that. Probably when we do our little stream. Here we are. This is I haven't really watched this properly. This is a low angel, the Ruby Sparks little thing. We're gonna watch it. But not. He is legit sick. Daniel or Bob? If it's Daniel, yeah, Daniel is really sick. He is sadly, he is kind of, he's a good example why mentally ill people should not be on the internet. We're gonna cover. This is Ruby's intro or potential intro reel for Low Angels. Yeah, no, Larson is nasty. I am not gonna deny that 100%. He is very nasty. To a point where he needs to be locked up at in an asylum or something of that manner. If you want my honest opinion on that, he needs to be locked up in an asylum or somewhere where he is given full supervision and he can't do anything, right? There's like very limited internet connection, and I think he kind of needs to be pilled up. Yeah, we just watched the Low Angels intro. If you want my opinion, make it 30 seconds. Cut out a lot of this, right? Like right here is a little bit of dead air. Cut out every second. Just like show the girls, like show a little bit of clips of the girls and the things they done and said, and then just go from there. That's my opinion, Ruby. Let's see if we can find it. Cause Ruby actually confronted 44. 44, kind of know him a little bit. I've nothing against him. I think he's a pretty chill person. So we're gonna watch Ruby's response to it. So we're gonna watch Ruby bring 44 up. 44 took down this video, but I don't think I actually did commentary or anything on it. I see where 44 was coming from. Oh, hey Goose, how you doing? I saw where 44 is coming from. But again, maybe because I'm too sympathetic, I do think people can try to do something different. Goose, you could say the N word. You could say well, not the full. You can't spell it out, but you could do a tower if you want. It's part of the rule. Until we're stopped. I love TK.
I'm not streaming with this asshole because if he's like trolling or whatever, hey, I'm my and he's trying his thing.
See, Ruby's just
Yeah, she does have a bit of a crowd show. She is going. She's.
And find a moment of peace.
Parted, or are you doing this as some weird fucked up troll?
Let me see.
What the fuck is? You don't know shit about her. You've been reporting inaccurately from the jump. Are you mentally retarded?
Oh wait, wait. She called 44. 44 told me that she called him up out of the blue when he was eating.
I obviously think that she's just full of shit and she's just jealous. Ruby's at a crossroads. She could either storm over to Tina's trailer, kick that door in, and lay down the law on Tina, or maybe, just maybe, she could take a step back, take a breather, and find a moment of peace amid your entire chaos that's going around in that little brain of yours. Until next time, though, guys, hit that like button, subscribe, share this to everybody, even your creepy ass uncle, or yeah, that's about it.
Pause the video, Ruby. Pause the.
Oh, dude, we're talking about best Dragon Quest game, Dragon Quest 4. It's probably one of my favorites up there. No, yeah, 4 is probably. I like 1 a lot. Dragon Quest 1 is such a good game, but it's so dated in every way you can imagine. One of these days, we gotta just play Dragon Quest 1 through and through. That's what we gotta do. We gotta play Dragon Quest 1 through and through.
Video. What the fuck is? You don't know shit about her. You've been reporting inaccurately from the jump. Are you mentally retarded, or are you doing this as some weird fucked up troll? What the fuck is wrong with you? You called her crooked, evil, low because she won a Halloween contest. Like, what is wrong with you? You don't fucking know her at all. You can go after me because it's so fucking ridiculous and everyone knows the truth because they can actually Google it. You've obviously never looked up anything. You're just trying to fuck with the Keemstar world. It's fucking pathetic, dude, and I'm not collabing with you. You're disgusting. Take the fucking video down and go apologize. Here, wait, say it.
Yeah, she did. Ruby did went full psychotic. I feel bad for 44.
No,
I genuinely did feel bad when you were telling me
But
this.
we were just watching your video.
I don't think he should have deleted the video. I think he should have just kept it up, regardless of
Okay,
Ruby.
the link is fucking
It
out.
stood his ground. He would have been better off.
Finish fapping it first. Then it'll be on.
I don't know. My phone's all fucked up.
Before I move on, I have been on Ruby's live stream one time. My issue with Ruby is that she was all over the place, and that when we were talking about the Christian thing, she was just all over the place, and it was just hard for me to like nothing really offensive towards her, not me being a prick. It's just I felt like when she was doing that, I'm like, can we just stick on this one thing and just continue the subject? Because I don't think she's really that bad of a person. I just think that she should just like focus on what she's trying to do now and continue it forward. Like if Local Angel is what she want to do, she should focus all her time and energy in creating that and making a show to what she can do. Low as a second host is not a bad choice. I've spoken to Low. I say Ho. I've spoken to Low before. Kind of don't have anything really bad to say, and none of these two really done anything bad or wild to me. So I can't really be like a full asshole towards him. I know like people within the whole Grace world and everything have mixed. Props to TK. TK, I'm gonna make that into an emoji. Watch out. It's another emoji of you next.
If he actually comes up here, that's just gonna be so hilarious. Just because it's like, sir, I literally no one knows me on
Yeah,
YouTube,
the
and
Dragon Quest 3 remake. It's a little woke. I will not lie. It's kind of stupid.
He
Two legs
doesn't
my
know any
favorite.
of our shit. He doesn't know that
Dude's
I was
good.
friends with Grace. This is
Isabel Jean can hit the real low. Oh my god.
Wait, this guy.
Jin-
not
oh,
even-
oh, Jinkin. Oh, I'm gonna look up the not now. We're gonna do it in a different stream. We gotta look into that, cause the whole thing about that is wild. I gotta dig the treasure chest, close the old MTG card because we may have both rare, even though we are getting back after 2 years. Jinky has a nice chest, 100%. But she belong with the rest of the row. 100. Oh yeah, she tried to make Christian do try to make Christian end his life in Minecraft. I 100% agree with that. She is a very fucked up woman. I think Dan and TK should do the show they were planning. They should. They 100% do. I told Dan and TK that I would personally stream it just so they can get started. Like I would like get them on my show or whatever and personally stream it because they are entertaining. I just think that like they can do it. Like I didn't realize that Dan and TK had an after show on Grace, and like it was funny how Grace did her best to kind of like accept that. I'm like, well, what do you expect? No, but I would 100% support a TK and Dan show. There's something about chaotic girl that I love, and that's why I like Ruby. Personal experience with very chaotic girl, they will fuck up your life. They will ruin your life. The memes about crazy girl ruining your life, it's real. All I would say is, if you're not planning to be there for long, go for it.
He's not even associated with like the network or anything. He's just a.
He was someone who got fired by Keem. And like
I don't
started
even
a
think, oh yeah,
joke
he
channel,
was that.
like-
He was
Not
that.
only do I not know who this is, but even like Doge said, like he must have not did any research
No,
on
he
his
doesn't.
whatsoever, because if you literally watch anything of me on YouTube, that is the only video you'll see where I'm dressed up or looking provocative of any sort, any kind. Like
literally.
For sure. He's not.
For sure.
You
TK,
don't
let's
know
go.
He actually looks very professional and classy, and I like the outfit. You would have won in the beef sector at the Halloween party.
It's gonna be simps.
Yeah, you would have won, girl.
No, because I've known Lo.
Boy,
I've known
I
Lo
think
from
he
the
might be
Jungle
mentally
shit since one.
But this is the life of YouTube.
He doesn't
What
do
are
that.
we talking about? Are we all freshmen here? Because I'm a senior. This is what YouTube's what they do.
Yeah.
They jump onto
Just
you
so
like
it's not
this.
even.
They
it's
start
not
to
pulled
you
out
know
of his
build
ass.
content to have people change the narrative and look at you differently and blah blah blah.
that.
I mean, if
Who's
he's
this fucking
coming here
emperor
to
again?
address it, that's content. Let's
Backstage,
go.
let's see if
Ruby.
he can
He
connect
needs
with
to
us.
hit the link and explain himself.
He's backstage.
He won't hit the
Super
link.
dynamic.
He
Let
should.
you your camera and shit.
Ruby, will you
What?
just will
What'd
you
you say?
just, Ruby, will you just put me, you, and him up?
I'm not.
Absolutely, yeah, they already have it.
Just
I
put
have too
us
many.
in the
Dude, it's bad.
Well, okay, but we might bring
It's
them up for
bad.
backup because they've been watching our channels.
Well,
I had a
I'm gonna be
friend
on
that went
mute.
through the same
I'm gonna
thing.
be
He
on
dated
mute.
a hippie
I'm gonna
girl
be
who was.
King, you might.
My friend dated a
Yeah,
hippie
you
girl
can do
who was
whatever,
slightly schizo.
Sorry. Good.
Me
That's
too.
that's hilarious. Still getting that blunt
All
from
right, so I
mine.
guess
What the hell is this?
Why the fuck did you call
Oh,
her?
before I go forward, I wouldn't mind Ruby or Lowell onto my personal stream. I would 100% like go down with it if they have a Discord or something. I would 100% like just like not even like kind of interviews him. Can't wait for America to discover the UK locale. Your mind. Oh, there is a UK locale. I can't think of his name, but he is as crazier than Christian. I just can't think of his freaking name offhand.
Why the fuck did you call her evil, crooked, low? Because she was in a Halloween costume
man,
contest
okay,
on our
No,
friend's channel.
relax.
Wait,
You're triggered.
44
Yeah,
dynamic.
I'm triggered. You're a fuck up.
Ruby, hold on, Ruby. Okay,
You're
listen. First of
fucked
all,
up.
all I want to say is positive vibe, guys. Number one. Secondly, 44, before you like give your explanation, I just want to say, hey, my name is Lo. I'm new to YouTube, actually. That video was me winning the Halloween contest on the John Galt channel, and I'm actually very not provocative. I only did that because, you know, I was invited to do it. I love to do it, and the LOL
I
Angel
know that.
isn't anything
I know.
about provocativeness. It's actually about the Bible and faithfulness and encouraging. And yeah, so it's not even like I was never
Okay.
going to respond to that, but it's just like, I don't know. You don't really know me, so it was just very off taking and putting.
And no one will believe it that actually knows. You do no research. How old are you? You're.
Hold on, Ruby. Let him speak now. Go
I
ahead.
just want to make sure he's over 18 because I'm actually not sure.
I think
Okay, so
44
I
is
said
over
that, but
18.
look, it just when I said that, the clip, it was a coincidence that the clip was playing as I said that.
No, you called her crooked low. You fucking asshole.
You said crooked and evil.
And then you
Alright,
played
that's
a clip of
extreme. I
her
get
on
it.
the What?
That's extreme. I get it. All right.
Where the fuck did you get this shit? And then you made that shit up about me and Grace. Grace was my friend in real life. This is way more complicated than you fucking know. She showed up with a bruised fucking eye on my porch, run away from her fuck up dad. And you're commenting on this shit, throwing yourself in it, calling Lo the most positive bitch on YouTube evil. You're a fuck up. Stop.
Well, look, she's not even that upset. Look, you should
No,
be more
I'm not
upset.
upset, but I appreciate Ruby's frustration for me because I just don't get that upset
for no
but
reason.
It's just because like me and Ruby are trying to get into this new era of positivity and hate, and we're really trying to understand the minds of people, especially if you don't do the research.
a little bit of something. I would say that even if you're trying to go down a route of positivity, you have to eventually face the fact that you're never gonna. That's not always gonna be the case. You have to realize that in reality, in the world we live in, how corrupted and fallen it is, you have to face the fact that there's just something that you can't be positive about. There's just something that there's no guarantee there will be any hope or happiness, right? You have to be willing to acknowledge that and face it head on. Maybe that's like a little like out there, but in my own personal opinion, you have to accept that. Now, I have nothing, like I'm not trying to be an ass to these two girls. And I would say that go for what you want, but understand that ultimately you have to face the fact that you're gonna have to deal with these people. Obviously, they have. Sounds like at one generation. It could be the one I'm thinking about, Goose. It could be. I just don't. It's not Edward. No. It's another guy. I gotta look him up. I don't know, I'm gonna do it this stream or another stream where we go into it in depth. Damn it. But yeah, as I was saying, these two so true. It's not always about being positive. It's about being content with what you got. Yeah. Cause again, I'm not against them being positive. It's just accepting the fact that not everything's going to be positive and not everything is going to go your way, and you have to be willing to deal with it. If you're unwilling to deal with it, then what are you doing? And then bringing on 44, I don't think it was a bad idea. I think they should have handled, like, Ruby should have not snapped. Ruby should have just had him down, talked to him like, hey, can you explain in detail why you died? And, still kept up the video. 44 should have kept up that video no matter what. I don't know why. And making content. Yeah.
Research behind someone, like Ruby said, like, yeah, there's some things you can find of her on the internet, but me especially, like, there's nothing out there of me that you could literally say I'm evil and
not one fucking thing.
What a crooked, whatever you had said. And it's like fine that you make content and make your video. That's no hate to you. Like, do your thing.
Slanderous. It's fucking slanderous.
But at the same
Look, it's not slanderous. Relax.
Yes, it fucking is. For her being evil, you showed her in a Halloween cosplay outfit.
It's
You
a
fucking
coincidence.
incel. You
It's a
fucking
coincidence.
incel.
Look at you talking shit.
How old are
Relax.
you over?
I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate the fact that they call people incel. At that, they think it's like a term that holds any value. It does not. Incel does not hold value anymore. The term has been thrown all over the place. That any value that it did have is gone. It's like calling somebody alt-right or a grouper because you just disagree with their opinion just a bit. It's very ridiculous. I hate it a lot. But I guess idiots like to do it because they think it's gonna work. And it probably does work. It probably works in, you know, in their head, because to them it's like, aha, I got you, you incel alt-righter. It's like, no, it's not, you know. And again, I was 44. I just would have gone harder at that point. Like, well, I'm not an incel. I don't know why you're calling me an incel. Are you using it as a deflecting? If that's the case, then like, why are we talking? Like, don't use it as a deflector.
We're 18. I'm actually not sure. Can you just tell me?
22.
Remember, niceness by
Nice. Be nice. Keep it calm.
No, because
relax.
you are propagating fucking hate and
No, I'm
lying
not.
and slandering
No.
our new show.
So,
So things that are opposite of reality.
dynamic.
Talking about the Grace situation, which is actually super fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Go Google it. You absolute fucking.
Yeah, I see what you
idiot.
mean now.
So,
I think she's
44
off her
dynamic,
med.
if
That's why she
you
freaked
wouldn't
out. She
say
probably
that
is a
you're
woman saying
lying,
so
but you
because
just
they
said
have
that you
no
don't know me and that, you
perspective
know,
on that
I'm
matter.
not
100%,
evil or
100%.
crooked,
A
that's
lot of
lying.
a
So
lot of
but no,
women
no,
is dumb.
That's an opinion. That's not me saying, you know, you do this or that.
You literally, you didn't
What
say,
about that
oh, you didn't say I think she's evil. You said she is
I'm gonna
evil.
be streaming for
You
almost
said
2
I
hours.
don't
I'm gonna keep going.
You obviously have some strong feelings about her. It was just from the costume.
You had
that's
strong
it.
feelings
You
about
got that triggered and horny and upset
No, well, hold on. Relax. Why are you so triggered? Relax.
because
calm.
you've been doing this for weeks, and you deserve to have some reaction to it. That's authentic and real. You fucking absolute idiot. Yeah, someone should tell you how you're acting is fucked up.
No, I'm not an idiot. Relax. You don't mean that.
You
Come on.
are absolutely an idiot based on your research skills. You are absolutely. I feel bad saying this, but I actually do think you might be handicapped or under 18. That's why
I think you might be
Wait, 44
handicapped.
dynamic. I want to hear just like
hated
your,
by everyone. Who?
I want to hear dynamic side as in why, like, you said what you said and why you thought that, you know, what
Can you elaborate?
Yeah.
It's, you know, I can't explain it correctly, but you wouldn't understand is what I'm trying to say. You wouldn't understand if I try to explain it, and it's
You wouldn't
Would you
have.
try
That's
it?
very
Like, 'cause
weak.
It's like it's about us, so we kind of have, you know, a little right to understand what you're thinking.
all right.
You're calling us evil liars, hated by everyone. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So I'm appealing to the mainstream media when I'm doing that. I'm not thinking of you guys. Look, that's a bit fucked up,
he's
but I'm
a
not thinking
troll.
of
He's a
you.
troll or retarded. I don't.
No, I'm not a troll. I'm not
Oh
a
my
troll. But I'm not thinking of you or Low or this guy or any of your audience or anyone in this community when I'm making those videos.
You're making it about us. We are the headline. You said hated by
And-
everyone, failed comeback. We didn't even launch yet. And then you're saying it's gonna be supported by Simps when the whole show is gonna be about reading the fucking Bible. You did no research. It's the opposite of that. My first
Okay,
guest
okay,
is
look,
someone who
I
I
get it.
used to debate.
Yeah,
My
that's
first
another,
guest is
like-
someone who I used to debate when I was a sex positive feminist. I'm having him back on to say that I was wrong about that. I'm done with that industry, and I found God, and we were gonna connect over that. You were just you went completely opposite, dude.
And like I said, with the content of, you know, trying to appeal to the bigger viewers, I completely understand that, and not caring about our feelings, I even understand that. But it's like, it's my point, and I think me and Ruby's both point is the research behind it. Like, if we were actually those type of people and you were making the content behind it, then by all means do what you do. But that's not me, and that's not Ruby anymore. And that was never her. She's trying
And
to
I never said anything like that. I just said
Yes,
crooked and which, you know, crooked evil, but that's not too crazy.
But not
And
not
he's
even just
extreme
that
as
little part,
fuck.
what
And so
about
I
the
think
rest
he's
of the
just
video?
trolling to get keys.
I think he likes that. He likes
No,
to be yelled
no,
at.
I
Oh,
don't.
I
look,
need something to fap
no,
at.
look
Please,
at
Yes.
this
please
guy.
yell at me. Please
He's
yell at me.
jealous
No.
and he
Is it
saw
just like
an
dating and you're just like
opportunity
trying to
to
draw
make
them apart off of
content
a real
off
fucked
of
up
them.
situation that I tried to help a girl get out of? It's actual real life, you autistic fuck up.
No, Ruby.
We're not autistic. Come on.
We're not
relax, you're like-
autistic. That's
Clearly,
you.
based on yes, there's something very wrong with how you
I'm just
interact
a
with the
very
world on a social
honorable
level.
Kuma.
There you
You
go.
literally are like, oh, calling her evil and crooked, that's just whatever. That's so extreme, dude. And if you're really not getting that, then autism would explain that and make me
No,
more
I'm not. Okay.
compassionate.
I'm not autistic. I'm not autistic.
Okay, then you're a fucking asshole who's just doing whatever you can to get cheap fucking views by going after people trying to do something positive and just trigger us into doing this.
You know what?
Congrats, fucking loser!
Look,
Win!
you know what? I'm sorry.
I'm not
Alright.
doing any more streams with you. You're
You never did any. I don't know what you're talking
we
about.
had one playing with Francis. Nobody's on you, retard.
44 dynamic. The only thing that I
The
said,
fucking group chat, you are retarded. You can't follow. You literally can't follow.
Ruby.
You're not
Ruby,
following the
he's
situation.
not retarded. He
Breathe,
just
Ruby. Breathe.
Breathe, Ruby, breathe.
Yes. Just
And
breathe.
both breathing and
Do you want me to take it down? Want me to cut that part out?
Yes.
Or?
take your own
Yes.
fucking channel down.
Yes.
Like,
That
dude,
part. Take
all
it
the
down.
lies, you've lied and misrepresented.
Just take it
the
down,
situation.
bro.
You are posting lies for attention about real people in real fucked up situations.
I'm just gonna say you're
the
triggered.
only thing that I had
Or
to say
triggered.
44 dynamic,
I
Yeah,
love
we're
it.
triggered because you
I
fucking
do
crossed
accept-
us.
I do accept your apology because I do forgive everybody, but I just would it's just like as you continue on with your life, just like if you're gonna continue this content and this YouTube shit, just like be real with your content because that's gonna be more obviously authentic to people and that's what people want. Like, yeah, fake news is cool and trending,
It's
but
not fake news.
it is fake news.
You are just
It is
lying about us. You
it's
are fucking
absolutely fake news.
lying.
And
It was-
it's just like you like
You
I
can't
like
even explain your reasoning. You're so dumb. You
To
can't
be
even explain. Like you would.
To be fair, I'm 44. He did explain to me that they called him up in the middle when he was eating. And when you have like 4 people, 4 against 1 happening all at once, it is difficult to make up a point. No, I didn't, Tara. It is very difficult to come up with a point to, with Ruby. Especially since I know that Ruby has a tendency to spaz out a lot. And you will, hoping that Lo would be the one that wrangler her in. That would be,
You don't understand. You don't even understand. You were horny and mad. You fucking idiot.
That's
Horny-
see, that's fake. That's fake news. Right there.
horny and mad. What?
Ooh,
That's
that
not true.
triggered you. Oh,
Yeah, he
You're probably
responded
jerking off and
quickly.
got mad.
No, I'm
and
not.
thought like, oh, she's gonna try to exploit me, and you created some fucked up weird fantasy in your head where we're like going after you. It's like psycho shit. Like, get out, please. And stop
Yeah.
posting lies about us.
Yeah,
Or
it's just
whatever.
like,
Post
yeah,
lies
because
about
you
me.
see
Stop.
it.
Don't touch Lo. That's fucking insane.
It's not
I know it's crazy on YouTube,
You
but
know, I'm
whatever.
sorry. Okay.
You're not the
Lo, I'm
first
sorry.
person to fucking lie about me
It's
for
okay.
attention.
It's okay. No, if you really got to see me and Ruby like on stream, you would see like how nice and just understanding and positive we are and we're trying to be. And the show that we're building our standards and our morals on. And I get that, hate is so much in YouTube and everyone kind of expects that from people and trolling and everything that's whatever in YouTube. But we're trying to change a whole 180, okay? Go somewhere different. And it's just like the type of things that you're making about us, not only are they fake news, but it's like while we're in this, we haven't even launched the show yet. You also said like, oh, like in their LOL show, like we haven't even launched it yet. So that's another fake news. You're just like diminishing our brand, like our channel name.
You're right. I'm
already-
sorry.
We haven't even launched. Our launch is Wednesday. You don't research anything. You just pop up live. and
Wednesday,
post
so I
it for
guess that's
attention.
technically
That's not how that
today. I
works.
can't wait. I
It's
guess
so
we gotta do a
gross.
stream on that. Or we may do a
Explain why she's
midnight
evil
stream to cast that
with your
later.
words.
There's no reason. All right.
Okay,
no
so you're
reason.
fucking lying.
No, I didn't. Look.
Oh my
It
God,
was an
that's
opinion.
what that means. Can you?
It's just-
Usually people have opinions.
Okay,
They have
look.
reasons for that. You
Look.
just so your opinion just comes out of your fucking like frustrated nutsack straight into your brain out the dome.
You should be a little bit more peaceful, like Lo here.
Exactly. That's why I'm doing a show with her, bitch. That's the whole point. That's the whole project. You absolute idiot. Is she's helping me get away from this toxic shit. And people like you. So I shouldn't have even clicked the video. But then I didn't expect it to go into her like that.
When
like-
he comes back down, we'll get back to our puppy videos and chill back out. It's okay.
Look, look. I said sorry. I said I'm gonna cut it out. She accepted the apology.
I like I said, I forgive you, but
See
do
what you
do.
want
I'm
after we
sorry,
launch.
personally, But
Just look up. Just use like basic research. You just don't do that, and I don't know why. Do you
Fine,
have, like,
look, if it ma-
multiple jobs you're doing? Like, what's going on? I thought Keem fired you.
Is that cute?
That's
That's what this is all about, right? Like, that's
if it makes
actually you're
you-
just a
look,
petty fucking bitch.
Did
You're
Keem
a
walk in on
petty
you?
fucking
happened to
bitch.
them?
Ruby,
got fired?
Ruby, come on now.
Look, I'll stop. I'll
told
stop
her to
talking
breathe.
shit. I'll stop.
You can't tell him
Look,
who he is.
you say it's propaganda. You say it's propaganda. I say it's my opinion. But look, if it make, I'll stop
I
making bullshit videos and calling you names and I'll cut it out where I attack low.
Nothing to you.
There's
All right.
plenty of good material to shit on me for. Use reality. There's so many things. You're just making shit up. It's lazy, and you're not gonna build anything off
We're
that.
not
Like,
talking about the content. We're talking about the fake lies and the fake news shit. It's not. We're saying if you want to talk.
Yeah,
shit about
Ruby is
lies-
being extra
after
toxic.
we
See,
launch, say all your opinions about
And
how
I
much
think
you fucking whores on the internet.
if she's
being
gonna be
evil,
like this
that's
on
really
low
Bible.
on
And
low
look at-
angels,
Oh yeah, we're really like selling sex right now.
I don't think her new
That's not what I said, though.
rebranding's gonna
Who
work
said
out
that
in
we're
her
gonna go
favor.
harvest simps for money?
No, I didn't say that. I said they're gonna donate because they're simps. I didn't say you're gonna force them.
So this is what I like.
Propaganda.
I actually think you have some kind of disability, so I don't really know if I can engage ethically with you.
I don't have a disability, okay?
I disagree. It's just
No,
my
I-
opinion.
I don't.
It's just my
It's
opinion.
me.
I'm gonna make a video about it. Actually.
Relax
my-
on that. See, you look.
No, I
you
think
look-
I'm gonna make a video about how you're an evil, autistic, emotional vampire.
To be fair, 44. If you shoot first, it is expected for the other person to shoot back. It's sort of, no offense to him. Again, I do like 44. It's just if one person shoots, right, it is only expected for the other person to shoot back. I in your case, I would have been like, yeah, go for it, do it, bet.
Wow.
That's the headline. Hated by everyone. Failed show.
Yeah, I mean, do what you want. Look, I already told you. I already said sorry, and that's it. Pretty much, keep the calm, keep the peace. I'm gonna see my way out of here. I'm gonna go
Oh,
now.
we've been streaming for almost 2 hours. So.
All right, the stream it with you is canceled. So have fun with OPC Dot and Princess. That went well.
That one.
I'm sorry. I find this.
Yeah, that happened. That happened with Ruby. Being a spaz. Being a spazzer. We've been streaming for 2 hours. I think I'll go a little longer than what I was originally planning. I found a couple of videos we should watch that caught my interest, right? Things that are related to the subject matters at hand, right? If you've never seen this before, I think you'll enjoy it a lot more than I do.
What do you have to offer a woman?
As of now, nothing. I don't have a job. I am ugly. So my value right now is 0.
Have you approached many women?
Oh, many.
And what was the result?
Rejection 100% of the time. I would start talking to a girl, and immediately she would give me fuck off signals. She would, pull out her cell phone, just start texting her friends, and just hope I would go away. I don't approach that much anymore because, I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total.
Did you count in real life?
I'm approximating. That's not a real word. We're redoing that. Ask a question again. I aim as low as possible.
I think approximate
I aim
is
for
a
obese
word.
women, ugly women, ideally ugly and obese. I aim for the bottom of the barrel because, I realize that I'm ugly. Pretty boys get women, like your sound guy. And just turn it to him. He's like, yeah. Turn to him. And see, he gets women because I knew the moment I looked at him that he's not incel.
The moment I look at him, he's not an
Because the girl
incel.
hasn't gotten anything. Occasionally, you can have a guy that isn't ugly and might not be able to get girls because he just never approaches. Just so many different personalities on there, and a lot of the times our personalities collide. That's why there's so many flame wars, but it's all in good humor most of the time. That PUA is analogous to get-rich-quick schemes. You see, with get-rich-quick schemes, they promise you the moon and the sun. They promise that you can...
Take it slower,
I gotta talk fast.
You gotta talk fast?
Yes, I have to come off as intelligent as possible. This is an ego thing with me.
But people can talk slowly and still be intelligent.
No.
It's like Destiny.
Fresh J's. Fresh J's on this nigga.
My looks are the only reason I am incel.
I feel like for the most
That
part,
dude,
being sort of
it
shy
is a
and
word.
introverted is
This
not
dude looks
attractive.
like yo, he
Looks
really
is
does look like the
95%
original
face.
incel.
I feel it's better to be socially able.
You know, a chin that's balanced, facial thirds that are balanced. Tall and slender in girls like that, but, you know, faces.
Like, no offense. Like, I think he doesn't look too bad, right? He does not look that bad of a guy. I think he's probably like 6 feet tall. I think generally, I don't think he's too bad. I think maybe if he tried to cut the hair out, like, 'cause some guys look not the best with long hair, and other guys do. If he was like maybe in like the 70s, 80s, the long hair would have worked a lot better. I would not wear. I can't think of what the fuck this type of clothes is. This type of shirt he's wearing. Not a button down. Fuck, I can't remember what it's called. If he wasn't wearing that, if you're wearing more of like a friendlier, more open T-shirt, you should just embrace being a true so. True, 100%. He should.
95% of everything. If you don't have a good face, you're done.
Why do you think Advance is so obsessed with his face?
Maybe because his face is something that he can't really change, too. But
I already got a rhinoplasty, so. I have a Photoshop picture where I shortened my face, I made my canthal tilt positive. I'd like to have my Neanderthal brow grinded down. I'd like a canthoplasty, which is when they lift the corners of the eyes. I might decide to get a revision rhinoplasty. I'm gonna wear the shirt that Ed doesn't like, just to piss him off. After I get cosmetic
Jesus, heavily
surgery,
fodder.
I'm gonna wear this shirt when I approach women, and I'm gonna get their number right in front of your face.
Well, how are you gonna afford cosmetic surgery?
Hopefully I'll get a job someday.
Hopefully I get a wait, you don't have a job. How are you affording this shit? Are you on like SSI or something?
Yeah, but you'll be old and ugly by then.
And then I'll need a facelift. I know more about fat chicks than probably anyone on the planet. Like, I could write a book on
I had a friend who looked like that. That's really creepy.
I look at ugly fat chicks and I see how easy
I think
they
these
get
guys
men,
underestimate
and,
how
you know,
important
sometimes that
confidence.
makes me angry.
100%. If you I have met guys who are not the best looking and still got married, right? It's all about. I've met fat guys who walked out of a bar with like a skinny ass girl and got their number. It's all about confidence. Your parent probably gave him money. Probably. That's what I figure.
Sometimes I do because of how easy they have it and how hard.
Probably
we
like
have
some
in
type of
comparison.
middle class,
What makes you
high
an
middle class
expert on
urban
women
family or
having
something
never
like that.
touched
Got
a
the
girl,
money.
Kissed a girl, or had sex with a girl, or been in a relationship with a girl?
You don't need experience to know about something. Sometimes when I'm in
It's
social circles,
kind of
there are
important to
girls around
have
me,
experience.
And that's what a lot of what I base my theories on. Sex, I don't think most women like sex. I think it's something that they do just, I don't know, just because. I mean, like the guy wants it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, women don't have a high sex drive.
Yeah, I agree that women are people.
Women don't have high.
And if you don't
What?
realize that,
Wait. Repeat all of that. Repeat all of
I
that.
base my theories on. Sex, I don't think most women like sex. I think it's something that they do just, I don't know, just because. I mean, like the guy wants it, I guess. I don't know.
No, he is fucking retarded. Most women I have met in my life sometimes are driven by the pursuit of sex or sexual urges. Women like sex. Probably they like sex more than guys. Unless they've been like violated or have certain disorder. Most women I met, even if they're like a lesbo or asexual, right? They still have that innate sexual drive when it kicks in, right? I don't know what the fuck this guy's going on about. Let me write the volume up.
Women don't have a high sex drive.
Yeah,
Women do have high sex drive. Most women I have been with, you know, back when I was like the degenerate, had high sex drives. I don't know what he's going on about. Yeah, I agree that one.
No, see, that's bullshit. And if you don't realize that, then you've been brainwashed. That's even easier. That's like shooting a dead fish in a barrel. When you have a machine gun, infinite ammo, you could do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl. I would.
I love how he like
in the front lines, the bloodiest battle the world has ever seen, and come back with no limbs, if it meant that would guarantee me an ugly fat chick for life. You know what goes on? I mean, the penis enters the vagina, thrust, question mark, profit.
I feel like I pray that whole thing was just faked. I feel like that whole document, like that's a real documentary. We're gonna watch that whole documentary one of these days because it's hilarious. So it's a hilarious documentary. See if we could. Let me see if I can find it offhand. We're not gonna watch it today, but it's probably one of my favorite like documentaries I've ever seen because it's so offhand. Where the fuck is it? I think it's literally just called the Shy Boy documentary. I think that's what I put down. Yeah, I found it, but we're not gonna watch it today because I think that would just be a whole stream in itself. We'll go into like a lot of these incel documentaries. There's one on dirty girls. Holy shit, there's a whole heap of things. So we're almost in, or I'm saying the next couple of minutes, maybe the next 30 minutes, in that ball range. Probably end the stream. I just wanna. Here we are. Found the guy. Here we are. We found the guy. We found the guy. We found the guy. Here we are.
Greetings. It's fucking bright as heck out. Fuck it. I like their drink. I would like to be. Basically, like 1,000 words, and actually went up the road to get. What you think? It's the psychology. Certain, to be honest. Dates, fistful of dollars films that almost. There is minor lesbian, bisexual, whatever. You know what happens at certain, to be honest. Where, when goes what? The news that basically writing, coffee, more drink, and the reason why scripts and I will do reviews. Bad, but I refuse. And he's gonna make some kind of sacrifice about what happens in the story. Humans. And which essentially I'm not sure. Anyway, I shall see you later.
If you don't know this guy, his name is Alexander Gordon Johannes. I hope I said his last name right. He's a British locale he has such a history and lore. It is ridiculous that nobody ever covered him properly. We're gonna have another video of him offhand right now. We're gonna go into it. There we go. We're gonna go back right now.
And supported. All that remains is to say Trump should be impeached, the genocidal must be stopped, and institute universal basic income now.
What? What?
Oh my god, Johns, you want Trump impeached? You are so fucking delusional. And you want universal basic income implemented, you freaking lazy so-and-so. And the thing in the middle, Jess, I don't know what that is, but still, Trump impeached. Dream on, Johans. Dream on.
We gotta do a whole Johans video. I'm gonna do a Johans video, and then we're gonna actually do a live stream right after. This guy is a nutcase. Let's rewatch that again.
And supported. All that remains is to say Trump should be impeached, the genocidal must be stopped, and institute universal basic income now.
What's funny about that is how many years they spent trying. They spent what is it? They spent the first 4 years of Trump trying to impeach him. Then they spent the next 4 years after that going sending him to jail. And they spent now they're gonna spend another 4 years where they're gonna try to impeach him. What's gonna fail regardless. The whole universal income. Mind this video was in from 7 years ago, so or no 2025. It's like 2018, yeah, 2017, close enough. We did experience universal income during the whole lockdown, and how much of a miserable shit show that was. This guy's an idiot. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna watch this. 30. We're gonna watch this. I don't know why it was recommended at the Shy Boy stuff, but let's just watch it, see what happens. It's interesting. If it's not, we're probably gonna end the stream right after. Hold up, am I still? Okay, guys, get this. Wait a minute, is this a fake update? Wow, major milestone for Turtle. The film is now out for filming. Let me get to read this before we move. Cause
Shave. Oh God! They got bigger mustaches than God, I know. Well, maybe not him, because look at that. God, yeah.
We're kind of just outcasts, basically. But they're actually getting to be a pretty big of a group now.
Yeah.
I mean, before it was just like maybe two people in your grade. Maybe like 2 people in your grade, and they were kind of weird, and most people would just leave them alone, and they would hang with their own. And now there's a whole group of them, and it's not like you can't notice them.
I mean, it's just unacceptable. They look like trash. They're wearing garbage. They wear this hideous makeup all over their face. They extend to the greatest limits of insanity and hideosity. And I just don't understand why that's something that they strive for. What does that say? What does that say about you? I mean, you're filthy. You're filthy.
it's funny when this was made in 2007. This was 2013, right? So if I was to guess, when was it originally made? This was made in 1999. So this was made in 96, but edited in 2000. So if so that's almost 30. Oh God, that's a very long time. So it's been 30 years since this was originally shot, and this would be so now it's been 25 years since it was edited, and it's been out for a while. It's been out for a long time. It's kind of funny how she's saying, oh, 30, like, if this woman saw how society is now, she probably, if she saw society now with her current, or that mindset she had, she'll be totally shocked by everything. It's gonna be a fun watch. I need the bathroom. We'll be right back in the next 2 minutes. Hold on tight. was an interesting watch. We've been watching kind of things. We're probably gonna watch most of it. We're gonna go through the 17 minutes of it.
Oh shoot! I want a dirty lifesaver. Go with my reputation. Like what?
I don't like.
These two of my sister's friends. They were in my car one time. Should I tell the story about the hair? I was giving them a ride home because she came home after school, right? To my house. And I had all the windows open in my car, and all of our hair was blowing everywhere, and her hair was like just sticking down.
Maybe it's like a statement about what it means to be a woman living today. I don't know if you can read that deeply into it, but I think that it definitely constitutes some kind of
going
strength.
against all the social,
going against the social constraints.
Right,
you know?
right. Dressing like guys, having dirty hair. Okay, a real, like, sort of a dirty girl is like someone who doesn't care what's like the in style for people and stuff. Like, they'll just go about what they really feel, and like as where somebody like those three girls standing at the vending machine right there are like totally they feel like they need to be something, but they won't totally want to admit it. They'll just they feel like they need to be it. They're like, oh, this is cool because I want to be like Amber because she's so cool, so I'm gonna like dress like her and stuff.
Are you friends with Amber?
Yes, she's nice.
Yeah.
But they're not.
I'm not a dirty girl.
My
I hang
hair
out
is
with them because they're more interesting than No, Preppy. I don't see who are the dirty girls. I don't know any dirty girls. Only like Amber.
How did that dirty girl term come about?
Because
Okay,
their hair,
I'll tell
like,
you why.
effect of it.
Do you want me to tell you why?
No, because nobody wants to hear your voice anymore.
People are intimidated by us because we're who we want to be, and we're
You're
not one of them. Remember? Dirty girls. Not. You just said intimidated by us. You just said yourself that you're not. Like our group, like the people who don't give a shit. Yeah.
You could tell this really was something that developed in the 90s. That's the mindset of that, how far that has evolved. I think we're gonna hold off on that right now and watch it at a different time because I feel like that's gonna be something will be more interesting for that. With that saying though, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I hope everybody had a good laugh, had a great time, enjoy what I did today. I know it was a little bit more of a laid back, relaxed stream, mostly because I'm a little tired, so I wasn't sure how I was gonna stream, but I wanted to at least stream at night because I was trying to stream this morning, but I couldn't get up early enough, and by the time I was kind of a little too late for that. So we're gonna probably end it off here. End the stream here. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I think it was a good stream. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Hope everybody have a good night and be safe. Till then, everybody. Cue the outro.